What's going on, everyone? Welcome to this video. So as I stated in the previous one, that I would be returning in a couple of days to Rockway Glen and Balls Falls, and I'm heading to Rockway Glen right now. And unfortunately, the weather forecast proved wrong. Instead of getting more than 4 inches of rain, we maybe just got under 2 inches. So to my disappointment and your disappointment, the waterfall is not going to be as impressive, but I still think it's going to be quite interesting to see what it's like to hike down into the two different gorges. So we'll see when we get there. Okay, so we are now here at Rockway Glen. Just a slight drizzle right now. Okay, so it looks like it's changed a little bit in volume, but not too much of a difference. Yeah, there's a little more water flow, but not too much. All right, let's hike down into the gorge. So starting to hike down into the Rockway Glen Gorge. As you can see, it is wet, which means that all the rocks are going to be very slippery. So when you're hiking in these kinds of conditions, you have to be extremely careful. Lots of mud. Here's another cool little spot. This is not part of the Rockway Glen Falls, but it is a little creek that does flow down into the 16-mile creek. And here's an interesting looking tree. It's all hollowed out. Yeah, it looks like it might have been struck by lightning at one point. Still alive. Okay, so we have made it to the bottom of the gorge. Nice and quiet down here, nobody else around. Yeah, this is a pretty nice spot to go hiking. This bridge here is a part of the Bruce Trail. So I was thinking about trying to hike the entire Bruce Trail in 1 year. And so the waterfalls are just a little bit more up that way. We made it! Yes! So I honestly don't think you get the scale of this place. I'd say they're probably closer to 100 feet up. Absolutely beautiful here. All right, so I made it down here in about half hour. So a few minutes we start hiking back up and then make our way over to Balls Falls. All right, so I found this interesting looking caterpillar or centipede. Not sure what it is. That little guy right there. I'm not quite sure what it is, but if any of you know what it is, please do let me know in the comments below. Okay, so I made it to Balls Falls. So currently we are here. Yeah, we're not going to go to the upper falls today. We're just going to go to lower falls because of time constraint. So I have to walk along this way here and then follow the Bruce Trail down to the gorge up here and come back around this way. I have no idea how long it's going to take, but I'll see you at the trail when we get there. Yeah, so there's not really too much difference compared to a couple days ago. Standing away on the trail down into the 20-mile Creek Gorge, and we'll see if we are able to make it all the way down to the lower falls of Balls Falls. Here is the steepest part of the trek down into the gorge. I'm sure to say it's probably one of the more difficult parts if you're not careful. They really should have put a railing in this spot right here. We're at the bottom of the steps, and you can't see the top. Amazing, isn't it? All this empties out into Lake Ontario eventually. Alright, so unfortunately we are not able to make it down to the lower falls of Balls Falls. There is a danger sign just up ahead. You might not be able to see it, but it's right up on a tree straight ahead. Yeah, it's just that the cliff edge over here is very steep. And the trail leading up that way pretty much leads to nowhere. But I would imagine that in the summer months on this whole 20-mile creek here, it does dry up. So in the summertime, the lower falls might be accessible. Okay, so thank you for coming along with me on this another day of hiking. It was a bit of a disappointment not being able to get down all the way to the lower falls at Balls Falls, but unfortunately some things are the way they are, and obviously during this time of year it is too dangerous with the water flowing down there. So thanks again. I'll see you in the next video.